Hey there, sign of Libra. This is Kim here to do your reading, guys. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining me. I have been keeping myself busy with private readings, guys. Thank you so much for that support. If you like one, the information's in the description box below. So let's get into your reading. What am I going to do? I think we're going to pull a Celtic Cross here with this Druid Craft Tarot deck. And always I open up for your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels to join. And these messages are for your Most High. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. That High Priestess keeps wanting to be there. She was at the bottom because of a private reading that I was doing, but it keeps wanting to come out for you all. This might be a good reading, I hope. Let's see what we have. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Four of Wands. I thought this was going to be a good reading. Oh my goodness. There's the High Priestess. Oh my lordy. This is a really good reading, too, for the outcome. Oh goodness. Oh, we're still going to take it. Yeah, I mean, we're going to take it. King of Cups on the bottom. Wow. Wow. This is a really good reading. Okay, past energy. I have the Hierophant in the past, or the High Priest. Because it's the High Priest in this deck, it feels, and then that's card of somebody that wants to commit to you. I mean, it can represent a marriage or a sacred contract coming into union. It can also represent, though, your connection with spirit, with the divine, with the creator. Tell me more about the High Priest in the past. Unexpected journey. An unexpected journey here with the Three of Wands. What was the unexpected journey with this commitment? Or the Chariot. Chariot. And then a Ten of Pentacles. Whoa. You have Ten of Pentacles here. You have Chariot twice. Wow. So if you don't feel this, then, I mean, you can't not feel this energy coming in. It's a divine connection that's coming in, or a new sacred contract for you to fulfill. It's completely unexpected here. Then there's something that may be like nerve-wracking about it, because this feels like completely unexpected. Did not expect this. You have completion with your material gain and your finances with the Ten of Pentacles. This is really good for your prosperity and wealth and taking care of family, and vice versa. Like, everybody's good, well off. Six of Cups is your soulmate connection, and it might be, it says it's in the challenge spot. Okay, it's in the challenge spot, possibly because we might be in hermit mode at this time. Just really not even seeing that this journey is about to begin for you, where it looks like you go right into a commitment or a soul contract with somebody who's very wealthy. And together, you know, you have your, it's, take the energy as flip if it applies to you, but it feels like one person is more balanced on the achievement, action, and finances, and being grounded in business, and then the other person is more in tune with their intuition. Both are coming from a space of love with the King of Cups. However, you may be feeling a little bit alone at this time, but this is a connection that brings all of it together. The love energy, the stability, the money as an energy, like, it all comes together, and it's going to be great. You have the Four of Wands in the heart of the matter. Another indication that something is going to make your heart feel like it's at home. The Four of Wands can be when we have a really great big accomplishment in our lives, and we have to take into account that there's the Ace, there's the 2, and there's the 3 that are all incorporated in this Four of Wands. So you have new alignment and focus with passion, with purpose. You have new alliances and partnerships, and they all come together with the Four of Wands to have completion. So it looks beautiful. It seems like you may be in hermit mode right now, or some sort of isolation, but you can't not feel that energy coming. In fact, you could be even mistaking that energy for nerves. So that's why you're being told here, do your research on yourself for right now. Tell me about the challenge, the 6 of Cups, please. The 4 of Wands. You have 2 4 of Wands. It's going to lead to your 10 of Cups, your 10 of Pentacles, your celebration. This is a very positive reading. I see a change of path. The way that it is, there's a transition, and it's onto your path with, it's lined with passion and purpose and the right people, and it's a real accomplishment. You're having to find strength in yourself and in the hermit energy at this time, as this is coming about, as this is coming to be an experience in your life of you creating your heaven on earth. It's an extremely good high vibe read. You are here with justice. You are here with justice. I love it. That's the influence in the environment. It can stand for relationships, partnerships, contracts, and then the 2 of Cups and your goal and destiny is a contract, a partnership, coming together in harmony, in peace and love, and speaking of your truth from a soul's perspective. That's why you'll feel so at home. And this strength card, you know, when do you have to have strength? There's a quote about that. When do you actually have to have strength? It's in the times when you feel the most weak. That's when you have to have strength. Wow. Tell me about the strength card. Just how you are feeling. Extremely confident. Investing in yourself. Every penny, perhaps. Investing in yourself at this time. That's good. Maybe possibly waiting on some type of opportunity or portal to open up. And like I said, having to deal with contracts that are on their way out also. So there was some sort of commitment or person or contract where you had to decide, I'm going to invest in myself instead of investing into this. So I see that there was a change here. A breaking of a soul contract, because it's not aligned with this path of prosperity that I see for you. And so you had to have strength and confidence to either walk away or to pull your energy and your investment away. But remember, soul contracts are what I've heard written with invisible ink. They can change all the time, and they do all the time. So something's changing in that department, and it's saying you're going towards good things. It's going to take bravery and confidence to end one path, transform into this other area of your life that looks nice and expansive. All right. Let me get some more coffee. Hang on. Oh, focus. Tell me about justice. The world. So you're getting your new chapter, huh? Oh, look, he's wanting to bounce up, and as he does, the magician is showing. So what can you create when you're creating with the energy of love? Absolutely anything and everything possible. And so your new ascended new earth, you could say, timeline is appearing here. You know that, and you know that that's why there's a transition to this. There's a wrapping up of the old cycles. There's learning lessons. There's maybe focusing here on what you're wanting to build for yourself and investing in new things, because we've got new lessons to learn, good ones, investments that really pay off. And we're sitting in the King of Wands here because your new chapter has to do with you sitting in the director's chair. And you look inspiring, you motivate others, but you also build successfully, masterfully, navigating your obstacles and challenges very easily. And it's because you embody these beautiful big archetypes of action, right? But passionate, compassionate, love, action. And you combining it with the magician, which knows that they can create whatever they want. Okay. So Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles upright, and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. I'm going to take this for up here because I think the Two of Cups is talking about a new collaboration, and the Nine of Wands reverse is where we're not going to get hurt anymore in this. And like, there's nothing, I don't feel like there's any wounding that comes with this partnership. I see it as being a harmonious collaboration, laying down the groundwork, learning from, I learn from you, you learn from me. And the Page of Cups is kind of like, it's kind of dreamy and love infused, a new beginning. And it's kind of like done with the getting hurt all the time. It's knowing where to direct your energy, I feel. So, what is the High Priestess about? Whoa. Queen of Cups reverse. We might need to be more open, caring and loving ourselves more than ever here. Paying more attention to our health. Opening up to our intuition. Wow, you have really strong, intuitive, Piscean energy here. Oof. Yeah, okay, don't let the heartache hold you back, because what they're saying with the Six of Swords, it's time to open the heart that was wounded to something that's mysterious, unknown, but you just know that you are ready to be open to. So stop letting your hurt heart hold you back from doing instinctively or opening up to something that your soul is like urging you, sending you a craving for going in that direction, even though it is unknown. There might be something very much so like revealed to you in the areas where we have not allowed ourselves to be open, to trust again, to love again. And that's saying that this is changing. It's going in a different direction for something that's going to provide abundance, love, joy, togetherness with the Three of Cups. So the Seven of Swords, this deck in particular, it looks more like a person making a strategy on this card. You know, he's got his head to his hand. He's thinking. He also has all of the swords right in front of him. So I'm even taking this as somebody that kind of knows, it's with the High Priestess here, someone that knows other people's secrets, somebody that knows things and information that if given to the wrong people, they could weaponize it. And so you hold on to it. You don't talk about it. You don't allow something to become exploited in your life, and you develop a strategy or a plan. This is in the hope, and of course, if it's meaning the other meaning of Seven of Swords, then we could say that the way that our hurt heart from the past is affecting us in the future is that we have this fear that we might be holding on to of, are you going to cheat me? Are you going to hurt me? Are you going to deceive me? And just thinking of that thought over and over, it's tying it to this past hurt because that's where it originated from, the fear. The fear was created. We know that the fears aren't real, but that they are created here on earth, and then they become very real things because of an experience that we've had. So how do we let that go is just something that you're going to have to figure out intuitively. King of Swords. You could have had somebody who was very emotionally, intellectually manipulative, a real adversary type person, somebody that wanted to say held some sort of power or dictation on how things could be, but it was like the wrong way, and there was maybe sabotaging. It's because you're the star. It's because you're made to stand out. So, not to give your adversary or your other energies out there that want to stop you, not to give them, don't give them any information is what they're saying to with this combination about your past broken heart, about your past losses, or anything that would make them be able to use it to information to manipulate you into going back into that energy, because that can be a tactic or a strategy for a very dark person. Almost like a scorned person that may be holding on to something, and now they're trying their best to act out, misusing power, misusing authority, trying to keep you in your headspace. 8 of Swords, trying to keep you restricted or that you're not free. But you are. And so you are the star. You are standing out. How do we deal with the 9 of Swords? I feel like this could be this energy, though, because I have the Chariot here, past, and then the Chariot in the future. I feel like that could be this energy that comes in, because it comes in really fast, right? And it has a fast, like you're picked up, you're swooped up in this energy, and then you just go right on to the next victory, the next goal in your life. It's big. It carries you to your victory. And before that energy, before it manifests, we're definitely going to feel it, especially if you're open and intuitive naturally, right? So we could be misinterpreting it. We could be in our head about all of the things that could possibly go wrong on this ride to our victory. But that is how you combat those thoughts, is you have to say, okay, well, anything that happens, like there's already, knowing that anytime that there is a problem that requires a strategy here, there's already an answer and a solution. And just having faith, especially if you haven't found it yet, knowing that it exists, because one has to exist. There's not one without the other in just about everything. There's always some kind of pole that attaches everything together. If this exists, this exists. So where there is the worry, there is the love, there's the release and the victory on the other side of this worry. I have the Sun. So you're going to be guided by the Sun. And the Sun is bringing in, that feels like leadership and purpose to me. With it laying on the 4 of Wands, like the path, you know. The information, the path is going to be lit up. The new relationship you're meant to be in. The new job you're meant to enjoy. The life that you've been maybe missing out on enjoying on all of those, every little thing, because of just needing to allow it to come in. And the way that we do that is we have to make room for it mentally. So ruminating over and over, or obsessing about how right or really wrong something could be, how something is going to be worked out, but it turning more into just frustration and anxiety is not making room. So we have to, release the 5 of Cups reverse on the bottom. We have to release. There's a void here, and it's representing this time, this dark period in our past that we, not maybe even consciously, but we ended up hovering in and staying in for too long. And it's time to release that. It's time to not look back so much. Yeah. It's time to look forward. Yeah. That song's coming through. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow or dreaming about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here, better than before. 'Cause yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Ooh, don't you look. Anyway, the whole deal with that, me saying that and that coming through my mind, is that's what they're saying. Yeah, within a few days, maybe some good information for you. Optical illusion, something was not as it seemed. You'll have a choice. Oh, we have the number 72. So there's 72 higher order angels that correspond to the 72 Goetia number angels. They each have the same number, the one that corresponds the other. And so where you have hard times, desperation, lack of motivation, black magic, things like that, you also have another energy that can more than counterbalance it. And this is that balance. And these are those angels, 72 higher, 72 lower, 144. And the number 144 could be showing up in your existence, in your environment. It might just be telling you to not get obsessed over revelations, but understand what the word revelation means. It actually means an awakening to some sort of truth. And so, because sometimes we can look up that number and get a little too much into the, oh my God, it's all going to end, to there's actually a balancing out, recalibration, and a shift. But the energy will be different. So it is an end to some sort of energy in a very metaphorical sense. This is about you having a choice. That's interesting, right? Having a choice. What side? The 72 Kabbalistic angels. Oh God, they're making me pull from that now. I gotta pull from that. They're on this deck, each one. So I want to see which one comes out for you. I don't know why we're getting that little angel message there at the end, but we are. So there's a revelation that you're going to have, a waking up to a truth. Oh, I do have a choice. Oh, it's going to be this or that. And it's going to feel like it's the solution, but it was always there. This is just the perspective from the point where the choice is going to be made. All right, here, Libra. Why are you angels trying to talk to Libra? What are you trying to tell them? Obedience to the divine path and redemption. Obedience to this divine path, this mission that you are being led to, will bring you redemption in all areas of your life. You have divine grace. You have partnership with the divine. You see this beautiful higher order angel is associated with this Cupid looking like cherubim carrying 2 rings. Talking more about this, it might even be a kingdom spouse type energy, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that is, that you're already joined. This is somebody joined in a very divine way. So your obedience to the divine path is going to offer you complete redemption in all areas of your life. An atonement, you could say, a fixing of things, you could say, but letting the divine do it, the one that can see the whole. You have divine grace in the partnerships that are coming into your life. You have 34, 20, and 10. Light of understanding versus ambition. Light of understanding versus ambition. Atonement of errors versus the pride to not admit that anything was ever wrong or that you could ever make something right, but you can. You can seek refuge in the divine plan. Because you have a light of understanding, you have divine grace that will be shown into your life. Something's going to be corrected in a major way. Have grandeur. I love it because I'm reading the ones that are coming out on top, and they're the higher order angels. So I have the grandeur, doing something in a grand way, like for real, because you have the divine. Ego and hate is on the other side. And so, no, this is you doing something in a very majestic way. And then I have rectification. All is made right. Versus unrestrained living. And that's coming out on top of this obedience part. You don't have to be told from a book, or you don't have to be told what does obedience to your divine path mean. You already know what hiccups get in the way, or what roadblocks manage to make us feel like we're overcome by obstacles and challenges. So you already know the things to fix or be obedient about. Now we have the hard part of dealing with the Nine of Swords, which could be outside energies, the things that we like can't control, worries about. But this is saying that all is going to be fixed with divine grace. You've been gifted with wise discernment, the ability to see through the optical illusion of all is not what it seems here. You can create whatever you want. This card, War and Strife, you can create that if you wanted to, but obedience to the divine plan leads to divine grace and redemption. Yeah, person of earth, which doesn't have to be a person of earth, it can be talking about you. A provider or a caretaker, somebody who's grounded, secure, stubborn, nurturing, classy, stable, prosperous, materialistic, possessive, dependable. And this can be regarding your money, your finances. This next card, it says fine print. Look at the detail, look closer. Inspection, research, be careful, pay attention, don't assume. A deep dive, hidden, and double check. It says double check something right now. Double check something. Might have to do with the people that you decide to surround yourself with, your partnerships, your friends, acquaintances, because they're saying the roundabout, it does represent community and connections, but it represents them moving. It could be you moving on to different connections, and is what I'm kind of picking up with it. But I have many working parts, perfect timing, and to redirect. Okay? You are, and look, I love this, obedience with the higher order angel 34, and number 9, master. Other says discipline, working smart, focus, structure, teaching, training, conquer, overcome, controlled, learning a skill, in the flow, authoritarian, and a commanding presence. Hammock, rest, relaxation. I think they're telling you that you are going to be in recovery, finding relief as you are suspended between two things at this time. You may feel as if you are in limbo, but you're greatly supported by Spirit. If you look at Spirit as being the hammock supporting you. So, I dropped the card, and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, book burning is what I dropped. 2, 3, 4, 5. Those numbers might be coming out in that like sequence with you. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Book burning says censorship, silencing, control, discord, persecute, mind games, changing the narrative. It could be who you're dealing with. Honestly, yeah, you'll be breaking free from that. You'll be burning the book that represents the last chapters that represents the 3 of Swords, so that we don't carry that pain and hurt and with us as a manifested fear, you know. So you're breaking free from that energy, and they're telling you with this beautiful card, the fairy tale, believe the impossible, daydreams, romantic ending, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns and rainbows, aspire, happily ever after, fanciful, and stories we tell. I wanted to do an angel answer for you, I think. And we might close out with this angel answer. I saw meditation brings answers, so that rest and relaxation. When we're rested, it's kind of like having if you have a kinky hose and you try to run water could represent your intuition and your spiritual insight. If it's kinked, it's not going to flow very well. So if your muscles are tightened up, or you're high strung and we're needing to relax and rest, we're doing so that our intuition and our information also flows easily, as if you unwrapped that hose and then all of a sudden things can run better, right? And I have yes. So the fairy tale is real. And then look what's on the bottom. It's up to you. It's up to you. Master manifester, creator with your thoughts. It's up to you and your heart. Right. All right. I'm sending you light and love. Bye.